Hello, and welcome to the Of Myths and Men podcast, proud supporters of Egg.com. Save money, spend money. It's how the egg rolls. I am your host, Adam Holcomb, and I am joined today by co-host, Dylan Blumenberger.
Adam, does this egg have anything to do with Kylie Jenner's Instagram post?
No, this is a different egg. They do like the publicity that eggs are getting nowadays.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. And we are happy to have special guest, Valia Cocodoodle, with us today.
I don't know what the whole egg bit is, but I'll play along. I love eggs.
I don't even know if it is actually Kylie Jenner, but one of those stupid people.
It was Kylie Jenner.
Was it on Instagram? Like she has the most liked post of all time?
Not anymore.
Oh, because the egg?
The egg beater.
Dude, fucking sick.
How many likes was it?
It's at like
I think
42
it was like
million
6 or 7,
now.
right?
Dude, last post I did on Instagram had like 7,
Damn.
so I'm gonna catch it soon.
7 million or 7?
7. Like just the one digit.
I like it though.
It's soon. You just give me a couple days and I'll be in the running.
Our podcast brings together 3 unknowledgeable individuals who spend a day pretending to be experts on mythology. Each week, we will discuss a different god or creature, rotating out the lead mythologist. We will discuss its habits, its attitudes. We will tell a tale, and we will end on a debate on who would win in a mythological fight club. And today's lead mythologist will be Dylan.
Now, Adam, do you remember a long time ago? I
remember all times
yes,
ago.
I'm Adam, and I remember a long time ago.
Sorry. Now, Adam and Valia, do you remember a long time ago? Episode 5.
I, Adam, remember a long time ago.
Do you remember?
I also remember all the time ago.
What was episode 5 about? If you guys are so good at remembering things all of a sudden.
I think that was the Oni.
Nope.
That was definitely the
It
Oni.
was 23.
Hermes.
Nope. Close.
Yes,
it's
Hermes.
Well,
I think it was the Leprechaun.
we're not counting the
Leprechaun doesn't
Leprechaun.
count.
Yeah, so technically
I think that was
episode 5.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry, episode 4. Oh, man. Let's just restart right now. All right.
Nope.
Do you remember what episode 4 was?
Basilisk.
Yeah. So, at the time, we'd said there are no creatures that are weasels that would be able to fight this thing.
Oh my god.
Well, guess
Do
what?
you have a weasel?
We've got a weasel.
Ha!
It's
My
the famed
God!
Kamaitachi, which is a Japanese yokai monster.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah, the Tamagotchi yokai.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, the Kamaitachi, a.k.a. the sickle weasel, because sometimes they have sickles. Now,
Like the cell anemia?
yeah. No, they're not black. Well, who knows? Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway,
I don't see rays.
there's a lot of mixed info about these guys because it appears every region and every neighborhood and every cul-de-sac in Japan has a version of this, but they're all kind of different. So these beasts, they're called the sickle weasel, and they'd go around like slicing people, depending on what region you're in. So some regions, they're known for riding dust devils and cutting people with the nails on their hands. So that would kind of suck. But in some
Sounds
other
painful.
regions, I'm going to be saying some regions about 250,000 times. Tweet at me, at TJ Miller, and at not TJ Miller, what
Both of
the
them.
amount of times that I say in some regions is. So in some regions, whirlwinds are also known as Kamaitachi. There's a lot of stories about these guys, and wind particularly. A lot of these stories involve people getting cut and not feeling it at all, not having any blood come out of them when they get cut. But then
That's
the
a good
pain,
cut.
that is a good cut. You know, I cut myself with a kitchen knife a while back, sliced clean through my fingernail.
Ooh.
Didn't feel it.
I cut
initially.
myself
With a
with
sharp
safety
knife.
Dude, it fucking
scissors.
sucked. I bet you felt that.
Yeah, I did feel that.
How the hell did you cut through your fingernail?
I was cutting onions, and I had my
Yeah.
my thumb like sideways holding the onion, and just like chopped right down. on it.
See, the mistake you made was that your
Don't
thumb
say
is
it.
not the onion.
Oh man, you son of a
Was,
bitch!
How did you confuse the two?
Why don't
Did
you?
you not see properly because you were crying because of the onions like a little puta?
That's the excuse that I'll go with. It wasn't before, but now it is. But yeah, fingernail, not the whole thing, but like a good, I don't know, quarter-inch or so. Just separated. Disgusting.
Did you yell after it happened? Did you stop and just yell, "I just got finger banged"?
I think I yelled, "Oh fuck, this is gonna hurt." Let's get back to these Kamaitachi with their sharp knives.
If we must.
So they can cut off like limbs and stuff, but they can also cut off skin. Just like take big chunks of skin off people. That's really disgusting. In some regions, they're also known to be the ghost of a mantis or a longhorn beetle. If you step on a calendar, calamity will befall you in the form of a Kamaitachi.
Oh,
But
God.
on the hindsight of that, if you get hurt by a Kamaitachi, burning a calendar and placing it on the wound can help cure it.
Oh. that
What if
doesn't
you're
sound
not
right.
in 1987 and don't have a physical calendar?
I think you just have to go to Fleet Farm, of all places.
I prefer Farm and Fleet.
You gotta buy a farmer's almanac, coat it with some high-quality vegetable oil, and then you cook it in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes, or until a thermometer reads 145 degrees.
What if I have the calendar application open on my phone, drop my phone, and then I accidentally step on my phone? Does that count?
Yeah. They specifically said that in here. It only works with Samsung phones, though. Not.
What if you have like a novelty calendar that's like just the size of a house? It's like a prop calendar.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you count, like, sexy firefighters or kittens as
I mean, it's a calendar.
novelty
tell you
calendars, though? Is that a novelty?
what. No, like I'm talking about like if you were to go to like a fair and there's advertisements for like a telecom, right? And they have like a calendar for some reason and it's just huge, like they're using it as a prop. Does that count? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
Is
you're
this
saying.
a common scenario?
I think that would spawn an even bigger Kamaitachi. That's what would
Like a
happen in that
novelty-sized
situation.
one.
Yeah, it would be a novelty-sized Kamaitachi. Take that how you will. It's like fun size. No one really knows.
It's like the opposite of fun size. It's like extra fun because it's so big, but it's not fun sized. If you know what I'm saying, audience. Wink, wink.
Whoever came up with the term fun size should be shot.
They don't even
It's fun
know
how
what
you can
fun
pop
is.
it in your mouth.
That's not
Just
fun
one
at
a
all.
time. That's so fun. You just pop the whole thing in your mouth. I know you know all about that. Heyo.
So these Kamaitachi are invisible to the human eye in some regions. I'm not saying they're visible to the human. Oh, geez, this is going to be hard to explain. So if you have a Kamaitachi that's visible in some regions, he's not invisible in the other some regions. It's just
What?
in some regions, Kamaitachi are invisible. All right.
Oh, so like, say you have like a neighborhood called Deckland, and over in your other neighborhood you have Brugus. That one's called Brugus, but in Brugus they're invisible, and Deckland they're not.
Correct. But if one
Okay.
from Declan went into Brugus, it wouldn't all of a sudden be invisible. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so only the ones grown and raised in Brugus know how to be invisible in Brugus,
Correct.
but they're not invisible in Deckland.
Well, if they're born and raised invisible, they're invisible everywhere.
Okay, it's
But-
just how you're raised.
Yeah. It's nature. It's nurture, not nature.
Gotcha.
Glad we covered that in such staggering. There's a lot of weird stories about these guys, and this is kind of a intro to the story that I have, but some of them just seem like they're just attacking people for the hell of it, and others are revenge. Like, there was a lot of stories of women getting attacked going to the bathroom by these things, and then men getting attacked putting their shoes on. It's like, this couldn't be more mundane. But then the other ones are
It's
like,
a common scenario, actually. That's why it's so realistic.
Well, if
Like,
you're
I
putting
was
your
attacked the
shoes
other day.
on, you can accidentally step on a calendar if you lose balance.
That's true. Are you putting your calendars on your floor mats when you enter and exit the house so you know what you're doing for the day?
Where else would you put a calendar?
Usually in the toilet.
I put them in my closet.
Really?
I spend so much time looking down on others that's where I need the calendar to be.
If your closet's got a calendar in it, finish that one for me.
Then it's up to date.
Nicely done.
All right. So I got a story here, if you guys are ready for this.
I'm ready. Mythology was created through an early form of storytelling, so we like to spend a little bit of time delving into a tale that involves our subject. We will be a little bit more in-depth with analyzation to better understand the story, and each week you'll have a tale to bring home to tell your Weasel, your favorite Japanese rock band named after a knife weasel. It's known as Kamaitachi as well. Or your invisible Kamaitachis that are hanging out from Bruges. Your fellow Brugesans.
Adam?
Yes?
It's a good name for a Japanese rock band.
I know, isn't it?
That is.
I think a good name for a Japanese rock band is just Japanese rock band. Like ironic.
But in English,
Did you know that Skiana, Kazi, Magwe, and Kenchan are in the band Kamaitachi?
No. Did you just look this up?
I knew this offhand.
You knew about these guys, right?
Yeah, they're one of my favorite bands. They were active from 1985 to 1991. Then they took a long break, but came back in 2015, 2016, and 2017.
Were they punk rock?
Punk rock and hardcore punk.
Man, how did I guess punk rock?
They're from Kyoto, Japan.
Kyoto? That's not where our story takes place.
Alright, well, tell us where that story takes place.
So, there's a common bedtime story about the Kamaitachi. Long ago in a town called Yosaka, there lived a not-so-happy family. The father was an abusive alcoholic who would often beat his wife and child. The mother was addicted to gambling all their money away, and the child was quite literally the spawn of Satan. One day when stumbling back from the bar, the father was toppled to the ground by a strong gust of wind. Trying to get back to his feet, he heard the clicking of toenails and what sounded like somebody sharpening a knife. He attempted to plant himself with his hand, but collapsed and found that there was a stump where his hand once was. As he craned his head up to yell out for help, he found himself looking up at his torso in a way very few people had ever experienced. The morning after, the police would recount that his head had been cleanly lopped from his body, but that the wounds on both ends appeared to be sewed shut before he had died. The next night, in a fit of Stockholm Syndrome grief, the mother went to drown her sorrows at the gambling house. Her body was found with the ears chopped off and replaced with the feet. Her hands were removed and reattached to the side of her neck like a fucked up Frankenstein's monster. If one really wanted, not that anyone tried, they could make the hands grab the feet as if practicing a secret hand/foot shake. To top it off, her tongue was sewed to her forehead, vaguely resembling a dopey unicorn. No money was taken from the victim, which left the police confused but ultimately not interested in the case, since whatever was causing these murders had just taken out 2 of the 3 worst people in the town. The child was subsequently moved to a foster home. While in the foster home, the child would torture the other children, biting them with his pointed fangs and taking shits in their pillowcases. One night, while sneaking out of the house, the child ran across a cute weasel with a sickle close behind it. The child quickly grabbed the weasel, already thinking of the ways he would torment it. As the weasel squirmed in his hands, the child felt himself sliding backward. He looked down to see his knees sliced diagonally. As he fell backward off his disembodied legs, he tried to catch himself with his hands and found that his arms were no longer there. The police had been looking forward to this for days, and when the child's body was found, the entire town rejoiced in a massive celebration. Each year in the town of Yosaka, a festival is held in honor of the Kamaitachi and their dual-wielding nature as garbage men for garbage people. That's all she wrote, folks.
That's some fucked up shit. That's about my only reaction to that. Like, what the hell?
Hey, man. That was from an old wooden book.
Back when books were made of wood.
Was it from the Civil War era?
It's from the Edo period.
I don't believe you.
Yep. They're really ahead of their time with their writing back then.
The shitting in pillowcases was weird. But I got it.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Did the spawn of Satan, after he got all chopped up, say "Watashi wa sore o kanjima sendashita"?
What does that mean?
I didn't feel that.
No. But none of them felt anything.
I could have made a sex joke there, but I restrained.
Just like your mother. Oh, man.
One of the things people love to debate about is who would win in a fight. Live action Mario or live action Sonic?
I'm going to go with Sonic just because it's funny. Do you know who Sonic is, Valia?
I'm more of a super duper Mario Sisters guy myself.
This will be a time capsule. 5 years.
I also like Superman and what's the one with the helmet?
Rocket Man?
I think it's Meteoroid.
Burning up out here all by myself?
Meteoroid Promo, I think it is.
You think he was a big chungus?
So in our Fight Club section, we indulge ourselves and talk about who would win in a mythological fight to the death. We'll pit this week's subject, the Kamaitachi, against one we discussed in an earlier podcast, with our lead mythologist defending the creature. And Dylan gets to challenge either myself or Valia.
Let's bring up the stats, Adam. What do we got?
Yes, tell us the Kamaitachi stats.
Oh, those weren't the stats that I was talking about. But all right, so
you should do that anyway.
He's got for strength, he's got a 4. Speed, he's got a 9 because he's super fast. Intelligence, he's got a 4 because he's cunning. And that's pretty much it. For durability, he's got a 3 because he's a weasel. For Christ's sake, that's a grand total of 20.
How's he have a 3 for durability?
None of your goddamn business.
Like a 1. I should have spoke up when you guys were saying
a weasel with blade, like a weasel intelligent enough to carry.
Yeah, he's bound to chop off a finger.
Have you ever tried to kill a weasel, man? They're really hard to kill.
Dude, they're all greasy. They'll bite you. I don't know what this has to do with durability.
I murdered a weasel the other day, and it was very easy.
I had the super sledge from Super Smash Brothers, and it took like 4 hits before it got knocked off the map. That's some durability.
Was that a proud moment of yours?
No, I mean it took that. It should only be 1.
Was that called the Super Sledge in that game? Isn't that from Fallout?
I think so. I don't know.
I think that's from WWE 2K19.
Sure. All right. Tell us some of these vulnerabilities and specials.
Well, he doesn't like hot snakes, so that's a vulnerability.
What about cold snakes?
Cold snakes, he can take them or leave them. He's not fighting cold snakes, but he doesn't like them.
I love the term hot snake.
It's so funny.
Just the idea of fucking shit streaming.
Dude.
But it's not diarrhea.
The thing is, it's like a perfect descriptor. Like, if someone's talking about their shit as hot snakes, you know exactly what they're talking about. Everyone's experienced hot snakes.
I'm experiencing it right now.
All right. And what about some specials that this Kamaitachi has?
It's got Super Slice. Super Slice.
What does a Super Slice do?
It slices really well.
It's like if it was at your fingernail, it would slice through.
Yeah, dude, it can slice through bone. It can slice through a fully grown human skull. It can slice through a watermelon. It can slice through a cantaloupe. It can slice through a bundle of asparagus. It can slice through a lemon.
Sticks?
No, I can't slice through a bundle of sticks. Bundles of sticks are forbidden by the Kamaitachi. That's it. Lemons, asparagus, cantaloupes, watermelons. Special exclusion to bundles of sticks. Can slice through bamboo, bundles of bamboo, because they don't have sticks in Japan.
This is going awry.
Feel free to cut me off at any time. It can slice through. All right.
Who are you gonna choose to challenge?
Let's do. Well, the other person is moderating this.
Yes.
I'm gonna do. Let's challenge you, Adam. You son of a gun. Let's have Volya moderate this son of a gun. You son of a gun.
I'll moderate the son of a gun.
You know, I like Volya as a moderator because he's a real son of a gun.
Real hard-nosed piece of shit.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
No hot snakes.
So, Volya, who's Adam's Creatch? Now, think about this closely. Carefully.
Adam's Creatch shall be.
Is this the Halo theme song?
I'm gonna bring in an old favorite, and it's gonna be the Striga.
You mother...
What?
You know, the only reason I picked this was to fight the Basilisk.
Too fucking bad.
Fair enough.
Why would we put up the Basilisk against it?
You should have been moderator.
I can't be moderator. Even if I was moderator, I wouldn't be able to pick both creatures. It could do 2 Basiliscos, Adam.
Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. Introducing Fight Club, the fightest of fight clubs. You can do the intro.
Well, I mean, technically we already introed it, so...
Oh.
Okay, so Volya is moderating, Dylan has the Kamaitachi, and I have Monsieur Striga.
And I'm moderating.
And Volya's moderating, and
I'm
I have Striga.
Tits McGee here.
Roll
So,
Hide.
Moderating.
We shall... Oh, yeah, well...
Get out of here, you
Choose
two.
a number between 1 and 20, Dylan.
7.
I choose 8.
You choose 8, you said?
You're a real piece
Yeah.
of work, Adam.
Number was 9.
Nice.
So you go first.
Bullshit, it was.
Alright, it's going to be exactly noon, right? Like, you two are basically walking from... You're in a Midwestern town, but, like, it's 2019, so it's like a recreation of a Midwestern town for tourists,
So
right?
the air
You're
siren
in
is
southern
playing?
Miami. The air siren, sure. Air siren is playing, and there's a constant, like, robotic tumbleweed going through, and it's meant for, like, effect. Just keeps going through. It's 11:59, and you guys are walking from one end of the town to the other. You're on opposite sides. You're just walking towards each other. Then a little guy, like he's probably like 5'4", runs in the middle of you two as you get near each other, and he goes, "We're about to have a fight right now." And then you two look at each other and go, "Hell yeah, we are." And then you fight.
So Adam goes first?
I'd like Striga to say heck yeah.
What is this, a Christian server?
Heck yeah. I'm
You
ready
say
to fight.
exactly that with that exact accent.
I'm ready to fight.
El Retardo over here, huh?
I'm ready to heck you up.
You call him El Retardo.
Sick, bro.
Oh. Now my feelings are hurt.
What am I even fighting?
Your
I
feelings are
totally missed
successfully
that
hurt.
part because I was too busy pissed.
This
Okay. Alright.
The Striga, so we forgot to recap Striga. It's a type of vampire. There's about 800 ways in which it can become one and about 10 steps to try to kill it. So good fucking luck. The Striga has a strength of 5, a speed of 5, an intelligence of 3, and a durability of 7 for a grand total of 20, matching it with the Kamaitachi. It's weak to neck breaks, decapitation, silver, sun, snakes, and
sand, surf,
it has
minge, pussy, sex, butts, minge, sex, wine, booze, sex, minge, and fanny, and tits, and sex.
Fanny.
Its special is the neck break attack.
What's its vulnerability?
Neck breaks,
Stupid ass
decapitation,
questions.
silver, sun, pickups, and snakes.
Did you say silver sun pickups?
They're 3 different ones.
Fair enough. Are you talking about like guitar pickups?
No, the truck.
Fair enough.
What the fuck is a guitar pickup?
Isn't that what pedals are? Or is that something else?
No, those are just pedals.
What's a pickup for guitars?
I have no
That's what
idea.
that
Are you
band
talking
is
about a
based
pick?
off.
The thing that you use to strum it?
All right.
You strumming it?
Yeah, if you take a pick and you strum up, you could call that pick up.
A pickup?
Or, if the guitar's on the ground and you grab it and lift it in an upwards direction, that'd be a pick up.
Adam, you should know what a fucking pickup is. You played guitar.
I am going to start this off.
Start it.
I'd like you to do that, please.
The 5'3" guy's still there, right?
No, he ran through, yelled his yell in Southern accent, and he rode out of there like a little peach fuzz buzz.
Is there anyone else around?
No, it's a fake ghost town, so definitely no one around.
My plan is ruined.
Ruined?
All right.
Missed an eye in there.
Ruined?
Totally ruined.
I say, oh heck, who was that guy going through here? He ran in that direction, and I point in a direction, and then I pick up a rock and throw it while Mr. Weasel's looking the wrong way, and then
I'm gonna do 2 rolls for that.
And then I run at it right after
okay.
I throw the rock.
All right, I'll do 2 rolls for that. First for the distraction, and then for the run. So
Okay.
you successfully point over there, and you say your little spiel, and the Kamaitachi looks in that direction, and then you start running at him. But as you're getting close enough, you kind of tackle him, fall a little bit, and you tackle him by the legs, so you get him down.
What happened to my rock throw?
You don't do the rock throw. You
Oh,
basically
crap,
skip
yeah.
it entirely.
Okay.
It was a very average roll where you had impact, but it wasn't at all what you
So I
wanted.
tangled up his legs.
Exactly. So you're kind of on top of him, which is, you have an advantageous position. Oh, I forgot to put, hold on. Wait, one sec.
Jesus.
Anyway, you tackle him, you get in an advantageous position. You're in an advantageous position. Kamaitachi, what do you want to do?
I say, oh heck, I forgot my rock.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do?
Let me see if you say
Your
that.
turn, Mr. Weasel.
You say that.
I'm going to use... So I get quite a generous speed bonus, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use super speed and do a super slice on this Kamaitachi's neck.
You, on the ground, you attempt to do a super slice with speed. You don't have really enough. Sorry, with super speed, you don't have enough of a gap to actually gain momentum in your arm to do a real good swing. So you kind of hit him and you slice and cut a little bit, but you did about as much damage as him taking you down to the ground to have sex with you and make you his bitch.
Ooh.
Would you say that my thumbnail might have gotten cut off?
I would say that, yeah. Your thumbnail gets cut off.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, this reminds me of the time when I was in El Retardo cutting an onion.
It was justified. I brought that upon myself.
All right. Your move.
So
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Weasel's close up, right?
Yeah, you're still on top of him.
I
He just tried to slice at you.
I unnerve it by sexually assaulting it.
Risque.
Just like what's his name?
The dude from...
Do you use any bonuses? I don't know what you would use with that, I guess. You don't really have a thing you can add on to that.
Hang on.
I feel like that should be a bonus for the Striga, because he kind of
sexual
did
assault?
that to his wife. Yeah.
Yure Grando Elilovic.
Who?
I channel
Close.
my inner Euro.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My inner Yure, and I sexually molest the weasel to unnerve it, and then as it's unsure of what to do, my hands go up and up and up and neck break.
Oh, shit.
So for the sexual assault, you attempt to pin it down and pull its pants off, and then you see it and you don't have a clue what to do. You're like, oh, I did not think this through well enough.
Who said I was wearing pants?
I said it fit the story.
You're a real
Fit the story.
degenerate.
Then you just are like, screw it, neck break. Oh, you attempt to snap its neck, and you basically snap at half the way through. You do some serious fucking damage.
It's like that episode of Scrubs when the janitor is practicing chiropractic stuff, and then Turk's neck is stuck at an angle.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
God, that must have been a shitty episode to film like that.
Yeah, that would suck. But yeah, you do some serious damage. Like it's pretty. The Kamaitachi is pretty near death actually. For this perm injuries chart, how do we do that? Is it just you put a 1 or what do you do?
Yeah, if it's like a pretty solid, hefty damage, I put a 1 and it kind of lowers roll effectiveness.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. For that sexual assault, I take revenge and sexually assault his genitals with the sickle. Super speed.
Super speed.
Super speed.
You attempt to do the sexual assault. You kind of tap his balls, and he doesn't like it.
What the fuck? Don't I get like a massive bonus for the speed?
You also got a massive lower for the permanent injury.
You're a real son of a bitch.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. Anyway, you're still on top of him.
A 10? Give me a fucking break here.
What do you want?
That was nothing.
Are you
Get out of the
cheating?
sheet.
I can't really cheat.
I'll tell you the rolls. I don't
No,
know.
I'm just being
Get
a
the heck out of here.
doofus.
You little anals.
What you call me?
Anals.
All right, Adam, go ahead.
Alright. Oh, not my little boys. You got to stay away from that. Or should I say, get closer. I whip out my wiener and
Jesus.
I draw a
This is
snake on it. And start mushroom stamping, making it look like a snake in hopes of terrifying this thing a lot. It's also warm because it's been in my crotch for a while.
You're fucking weird.
You
like
attempt to whip out your wiener, but it gets caught in your zipper, and it hurts a little bit.
I didn't understand what you were doing there until you said hot snake.
Oh heck, this hurts. Well,
Yeah, you fail. You can
someone.
still do your move if you want, but your wiener's hurt for squirting.
Did I hit him with my wiener at all, or
No,
am I
you
supposed to do something
didn't.
else?
Was that the actual attack you were doing?
Yeah, because it
okay.
resembles a hot snake,
Oh yeah, no, you
which
failed
is
that.
his weakness.
No, that was a massive failure.
Oh, okay.
You failed that.
Oh heck, my wee stuck. Oh, this hurts.
Well, as wee
Oh.
stuck, I sliced that thing lengthwise.
Oh my lord. You attempt to pull out your slice maneuver, and again, you're underneath him still because you don't want to get up for whatever reason. You don't have enough of a gap to... Oh wait, let me actually put the amount in here. You don't have enough of a gap to do much, so you attempt to slice. You sort of cut the tip, but again, it's something that doesn't do much damage at all.
Dude, I can never tell from your reactions on these. Every time it's
Oh,
just...
really?
Ah! I don't know if it's a 20 or a 1.
I do that if it's low. I do that if it's... I only don't do that if it's like a 9 to a 14.
Pretty much.
Then I react.
I assume that gets my wiener uncut, so I thank the weasel.
Are you circumcised?
Oh, thanks. It was stuck, but you helped. But I'm gonna kill you now.
Mm.
And then I just curb stomp its head in.
Man,
just
brutal.
it's right in the spot. I'll just curb stomp.
Oh, did I mention there's...
You stand up.
Hold on a second. Did I mention there's 3 of me?
When was this?
I'm sure I said that. They're always in pairs of 3.
Pairs?
Yeah. Pairs of 3 plus 1.
That's disregarded for the Fight Club.
Shit.
Pairs of 3 plus
This
1.
is a gentleman's club. There's no cheating.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So you attempt to. So you stand up and try to do your curb stomp. As you lift up your leg to do a curb stomp, you basically like stomp down, but the Kamaitachi like rolls, does a movie style roll just as you're about to hit, and you smash your leg like with the perfect intensity into the ground, and it shoots up your entire body. It basically breaks your leg. So you have a serious injury now. Congrats.
All right, so you're not on top of me anymore, right?
No, you rolled out of the way so you can stand up and be
So
free.
I cut
and
him
do what you
from
want.
the asshole to the ear hole.
Which ear hole and which asshole?
The only asshole, the right ear hole.
So you just run at him and cut him, basically?
Just use my super speed to go up behind him.
Okay. You attempt to cut him. You like sort of scar him. Like it's a cut, but it's like the equivalent of a paper cut. Like it hurt, but it's like, oh, all right, this will heal in like 3 minutes. Very average. You're in front of him now.
All right.
I rub my asshole a little bit. Because it hurts.
You
And then
successfully do that.
Okay. And then I give him the old patent and stinky neck break.
Stinky.
You're not gonna enjoy this. The hand that I used I put over the face, and then the other one behind, and then snap it so the last thing he smells is shit.
You successfully snap his neck and successfully make him smell shit.
Oh, jeez.
Congratulations.
I guess that's it, folks.
You are the victor.
Oh, heck. Thanks, Mr. Weasel. It was a fun battle. I hobble away.
Why are you like a weird southern gentleman?
Yeah. What happened here? It's a child molester Striga that came out of nowhere.
Why are you Mitch McConnell?
Hey, I didn't know you were underage.
Why are you the Zodiac
Your
killer?
Tinder profile says 18.
It's true. It came.
Why are you Kevin Spacey doing a like southern fun guy?
Why are you the dude from the movie Seven?
Why are you like a hiker visiting LA for the first time?
Why are you the guy from the movie The Hitchhiker who killed people?
Oh.
Why are you retarded?
Good question.
Why are you El Retardo? Today we learned about the Kamaitachi. We learned that it is a weasel. It has some fancy ass knives, like
Comes
really
on your
good
tachi, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What?
really good ones. Can cut right through someone. They don't even feel it, and it doesn't even bleed. We talked about the time that it took out the 3 worst people in Yosaka, and everyone was happy about that. And we found out that in a battle against the Striga, it would fail to overcome the challenge and just die with the patented stinky neck break. You can listen to this episode and more at our website, mythsandmen.com, and you can find a wiki there with all of your favorite creatures, including the 2 we talked about in this episode. If you've enjoyed what you've heard and think we did a good job in giving you a laugh or two, please take a moment to give us a rating and review so that more people can find this podcast. You can find us on iTunes at itunes.mythsandmen.com or on Stitcher at stitcher.mythsandmen.com. Also, just pass it along word of mouth. Best way.
Spread your diseases via your mouth to anyone you know. Just find someone and just really plant your mouth on them while saying the name of our podcast.
Not the association I
do
want
that.
with people.
A reminder that we have a giveaway going on for the rest of January.
We do?
So, yeah.
Holy shit.
If you leave a review on either iTunes or Stitcher, you are entered into a giveaway for a free t-shirt. It has the Of Myths and Men logo on it, just in case you wanted to know more. There's some stipulations, like it has to be that. You can't just have any t-shirt.
You can have one of my t-shirts.
You have to wear it once a week, wash in cold, hand dry, whatever that means.
Yeah, that means you rub your hands together until they get really hot from friction, and then you touch it.
I got a t-shirt from Banana Republic. Man, that is a comfy shirt. Tell you guys what. If you want a t-shirt from Banana Republic, go buy one.
For updated news, you can follow us on Twitter at Myths and Men, or by going to our Facebook page of Myths and Men. You can find it by searching for it, I think.
Probably.
If you have a suggestion for a creature that we should talk about, you can contact us through our website or leave your suggestion in a review. And we hope to see you next week when we talk about something else.
Talking about wieners.
Shit.
Probably.
Butt stuff.
Probably.
But
history does repeat itself. The music you heard on this podcast is called Call to Adventure by Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com. It is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license.
Hot snakes.
What?
Hot shit snakes.
Just keep wiping and you wipe and you wipe and you wipe and just keep coming.
It's like a Sharpie.
What's going on? I was in the bathroom today at work, and I went in there and there's just this dude taking a shit, and he's just talking loudly to his friend while and he's like wiping and still talking.
See,
I'm like, man,
not,
that is talent.
Not a fan of that. Was he on the phone or his friend was in the other stall?
No, he was on the phone.
What the fuck?
He had him on speaker, so I think he had his phone like on the ground.
That's disgusting. That's so stupid, though. Hey, let me ask you this, Adam. What's the plural form of tasty?
What?
You heard me.
Tasty?
Yeah.
Like, there's more than one tasty?
Yeah.
Tasties?
How'd you spell that?
Tasties.
See? If you spell it out, it doesn't look right.
Just because I don't think tasty's a noun.
You're goddamn right it's not.